Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a first impression and demo, and it is going to be on the fairly new NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. So this is what the product looks like. These I believe are fairly new. They're not super new, but I've actually had such a hard time tracking these down, and I ended up just having to order it online at Ulta. I couldn't find it anywhere in the drugstores, at Target. I couldn't even find it at Ulta when I went there one time, but I finally just ordered it online because I really wanted to try these out. So basically what it is a double-ended product. One side has a contour shade, one side has a highlight shade. Now I do not have anything for cream contouring as of yet. I only have like powder contour shades, and I really wanted to pick something up so I would have a cream contour in my collection. And then I saw this and I was like, why not give it a shot? Not sure about my shade either. I did think online they had really good descriptions of like what undertones you are, you know, maybe it would be best with this one, which I thought was really helpful, but I don't know, we'll see. But the ones that I got is almond and light. So this is what the product looks like. So you have your contour on this side and your highlight on this side, and I don't know, we're gonna see if it works. I've never used this before on my face. I did show it, I believe, in a haul, and I've took some pictures with it, but I've never actually opened it up, like opened this up and put it on my face. So we will see. I do have like foundation on, and obviously my eyes are done, but I don't have anything else on my face. I don't have concealer, blush, anything like that, to be able to see what this would look like in, you know, of course, a normal setting. So we will see. A little bit more on this. Like I said, I ordered mine from Ulta. It was $11.99. On here it says you get 0.17 fluid ounces on each side. So the contour and the highlights each have 1.7 fluid ounces, which doesn't seem like a super lot to me, but that's okay. It says use Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo for an effortless transformation. Our liquid formula has buildable coverage and will blend seamlessly for a flawless contour. Okay, so we'll go ahead and try it out. So let's hop into the demo. Okay, so I'm gonna use the contour side first. Here's what it looks like. So I like to start like at my ear and work my way down. So I'm just going to do one of those, make a line. Basically with contouring, you're wanting to create shadows on your face. Wanting to create shadows on your face to give like definition. I'm gonna do just a little bit up here by my forehead. And then I'm gonna see how it does on the nose as well. So I'm gonna make little lines down my nose. So now that we're looking just a little bit crazy, one thing that I noticed is you don't really seem to get a lot of product on the actual like applicator. I really should have dipped back in and picked up more, but that's just one thing I noticed right away. I have a brand new Real Techniques makeup sponge, and I'm going to use that and just blend it in. And then when I blend in a contour, what I'm thinking when I'm blending is blend up, like blend into your skin, but blend up. You never want to blend the contour down because then you're taking away the effect of contouring. So that blended extremely easily. Like, that was very easy to blend. That was no problem at all. And can you see the shadow effect? Yeah, you guys can see that, right? You can see the shadow effect here. Okay, so let's try the other side. And I just like to use the sponge to blend it out, but you can also use brushes, of course. It really just depends on what it is that you want to use. This is really no problem. Like sometimes I feel like I would get a little bit scared of the cream contouring, because I'm like, will it blend as easily, or am I gonna have like weird looking lines on my face? Like I would just be a little bit unsure about it. But that is so super easy. So usually if I contour the nose, I just kind of like take my fingers and blend it in. You can use, if you have like a small brush, you can use a small brush, but I typically just will use my finger. So we have everything blended in for the contour. Honestly, because it was my first time using it, I went pretty light-handed just because, you know, not sure how it's gonna be. And honestly, I think that I could have used more product. Because of how little product I got on the actual application, I would probably come in like 2 times on each side of my face to do the contour lines. Probably just one. I'd probably do one each for my forehead and then the same, just one for the nose. But I think this would be really good because if you just want a light contour, you can go light-handed and you're still gonna get a nice effect. And I'm actually gonna come back in. I'm gonna just do one more swipe on each side of my face just to see if we can build up the product. So I did one more swipe each on the cheeks, and then I'll go ahead and blend again and see how we do. Once again, very, very easy to blend. And yeah, I think it's looking like it's gonna be pretty easy to build up. If you wanna go in with a light hand, you sure can. If you wanna go in with a heavier hand or you come in too light and you wanna build it up, I think that you'd be able to do that as well. I think it looks good. I feel like my shade actually looks good because that's really what I was most concerned about. But seriously, that blended out so easily. That's what I was worried about with cream contouring. Am I gonna be able to blend? Am I gonna look weird? And I think it looks pretty darn good. Let's move on to highlight. So now I'm gonna go in on the highlight side and I'm going to put this underneath my eyes, middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, in Cupid's bow, and on my chin. So right away, I think this shade might be a little bit darker than I normally would do, but not like super, super dark. So basically what I think I would use this shade for is like hiding dark circles type of thing, not really for highlighting, but we'll see what it looks like when it's blended out. So I feel like I just did one swipe on the under eyes and I felt like I had more product on here than I did on the contour side, which really doesn't make any sense, but that was what I found. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some in the middle of my forehead. This looks like a very yellow, very, very yellow color. And then just on my chin. I'm just gonna use my same Real Technique sponge on the other side and blend this in. Okay, so that actually is not a bad highlight shade. Once I blended it in, it definitely does give a brighter effect to my under eyes, if you guys can tell. I really do think it gives a brighter effect, which is awesome. So what I'm also gonna do with this is use it to sharpen up the contour. So I'm basically gonna take it and go right underneath my contour shade. Same thing on the other side. Now people do this with highlight shades, people do this with like setting powders, because basically it's just as if you took your contour too low, you can do this trick and just sharpen everything back up. So I'm just gonna take my sponge again and buff it in. Do you see how it gave like a sharp look to the face? Now obviously we don't want like, you know, super harsh lines. So I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques brush. This is a blush brush, but it's what I use to blend my makeup. I'm just gonna kind of run it along down here so we still have that same effect, but it's not like super harsh, you know? So blended that in a little bit. Now I'm gonna take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and my e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set where I put the highlight shade. This will help to avoid creasing. This is also where, like, if you want to bake, you know, sometimes people will bake the under eyes or bake the, like, sharpened up right here. People like to bake those too. I honestly am not a huge baker myself, really in any sense of the word. I'm not a huge baker. I only do it when I need, like, super duper, like, long-lasting makeup, and since I'm gonna go play volleyball in 3 hours, today is not one of those days. But so this is what the final effect is with both the contour and the highlight shades on. I have to say I'm really impressed. I'm gonna hop off camera and finish the rest of my face, blush, highlight, you know, all that good stuff, and, you know, kind of examine myself a little bit closer in the mirror so I can stop looking up at the viewfinder because I know that's annoying. But I kind of want to look at it a little bit closer. But right now, my first impression is really good, which really excites me. So I just threw some blush on real quick and kind of checked it out a little bit closer in the mirror, but so far I am really, really happy with this. I was nervous about it because of the shades. They don't have a huge shade selection, I would say. They do have 6 different shades, and I was a little bit nervous that I wasn't going to get the right one. I think I got the second one in line, and I was kind of hoping there was one in between the first and second, but honestly, this worked out really well for me. Again, this one is almond and light, so for reference, this is the one that I picked up. Again, I am very impressed with how easily these blended out. Both shades I thought blended out so well. I really like the contoured effect that the contour side gives me. Again, the highlight, at first I was a little bit concerned because I thought maybe it was going to be too yellow and really only good for covering dark circles, but I thought it also did brighten up my under eye. I did set it with powder. So far I have not seen any creasing, but again, I've only had it on for about 10 minutes, so I can't really speak to that as of yet. I did like the highlight shade too because it was a thicker consistency, but not like type of thick, because I don't like putting something really, really thick on my under eyes. I do like more lighter when it comes to the concealer, just because, you know, the skin under your under eyes is so like thin anyways. To put like something really thick on it and then try to blend it out, I think is really hard. But I liked that it had some oomph to it, but not enough to be suffocating. And I also liked that it wasn't light enough that I didn't feel like it was doing anything. Does that make sense? It was kind of like perfectly balanced in the middle from my first impression. Again, sometimes first impressions can be hard because it really is a first impression. This is the first time I'm putting on my face, seeing how it works, seeing how it looks. But my first impression is actually a really big thumbs up. I got really, really excited using this product because, again, I don't have anything for cream contouring. I think this is really cool because it'll be nice to travel with, because you'll have your contour shade and your highlight shade all right here, which I think is really awesome. So that's good. Like I said, it was $11.99. I got mine on the Ulta website, but you should be able to purchase these like in drugstores, at Ulta, Ulta Online, things like that. They have 6 different shades, but I'm going to keep using this and keep trying it out, keep playing with it, see if there are pros or cons that I can get, because I do plan on filming a new in beauty fab or fail. My first fab or fail video that I did was drugstore edition, and this is going to be like new makeup, new in beauty, things like that. So this is going to be featured because it is, like I said, fairly new. And so I'll keep using it, try to get the pros and cons so I can list all of those in the video, but you will be seeing this one come up. Have you guys used this product? What do you think of it? Do you think you are going to purchase it? I would love to know your feedback. Please leave that in the comments below. But I hope you guys found this video helpful. Do you guys like the first impression and the demo videos? I've been doing a few more of them lately. If you guys like the format of it, please do give this a thumbs up or leave it in the comments below, because that will really, really help me out, because of course I want to make videos that you guys want to see. Also, I do want to say thank you so much for 3,000 followers. That sounds really weird coming out of my mouth. I'm very overwhelmed with the love and support. I do plan on doing a really big giveaway at either 4,000 or 5,000 followers. I'm not sure which one yet. It'll probably depend on how long it takes me to buy everything for it. But I plan on having 2 winners. It'll be my first giveaway with multiple winners, and I'm so excited for it. So please make sure you are subscribed before you go, because that will be coming for my lovely subscribers very, very soon. Thank you guys so much. I'm overwhelmed every single day by your love and support, and it means so much to me. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!